This is Umar for BoxNation, and we are heading to the land of the brave. That is the name of the show, 24th of May. That must be music to your ears, Josh.
Yeah, Umar from Rock Nation, Box Nation.
BoxNation.
Remember that one? That was brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to getting back to Glasgow and putting on a good show and kickstarting my second half of my career now at welterweight, and looking forward to pushing on and becoming a two-weight world champion. But obviously got this big one in over just over a month's time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck in amongst it, mate.
The hard work that you've put in over the years, and it has been a lot of graft. Now you're in a position where you're bringing these big shows back to your country, and you've got the likes of an all Scottish clash just underneath you between
Yeah,
Gregor
great
and
fight.
Collins. Alex
Yeah,
Arthur, the boys on the card as well. So for Scottish boxing, it's a big night, Josh.
yeah, it's good, and I'm proud of that because up in Scotland we kind of get starved for opportunity. We the Scottish talent and the lads kind of get overlooked for some reason. Up north of the border, we get overlooked. There's never really come anybody comes up to put boxing shows on unless there's fighters that are thereabout and thereabout. But up here, it's always been sort of one every 5 years. Like we had we had Scott Harrison, then we had Alex Arthur, then we had Ricky Burns, and then he started coming to the end of his career, and then it's myself coming through now, and it's only we only get the big fights and the big shows in Scotland when we're fighting there. And it's quite frustrating for us up the road. So I feel proud that I can bring big nights and opportunities for the lads and girls coming through in Scotland, and they get the chance to showcase their skills on the big stage in Scotland. So yeah, I'm proud of that I can do that.
When you signed with Frank and Queensbury, was that a pivotal part of the discussion to bring big shows to Scotland?
No, I mean that's always part of the conversation. Like my one of my ambitions as well is also to fight at Easter Road. And I know they're keen to have me as well. So I think that would be amazing. I've not fought in my home city. So as a pro or an amateur, well, I did as an amateur, but as a pro, I've not fought in my home city. So I would like to fight in my home city at my football ground at Easter Road. In a big fight. I think that would be amazing. And I think Frank and the team at Queensbury can do it, and they can pull it off.
Okay, good stuff. So that run you went on, Josh, I think it is actually one of the best runs ever in British boxing, at 140. Do you feel like, you had those fights in between with Catrell and Lopez? Do you feel like this is Josh Taylor 2.0? Is that fair?
Yeah, yeah, it has to be. All that's at the back of me now. It's now moving on to sit. That's at the back of me. Now I'm looking at what's in front of me, which is Ekow Essuman put on a good performance, push on to a bigger fight, and hopefully get a title fight of some sort. Maybe next year. So that's the plans.
Josh, can I ask though, because you have done it all, and you are, in British boxing folklore and right up there with the likes of Calzaghe, Hatton, that kind of ilk because of what you did to become undisputed. What is the hunger and drive at this point?
Two-weight world champion, two-weight world champion, and be involved in good big fights. So that's what I want to do. And I still feel like I can do it. I still feel that I can become a two-weight world champion. So otherwise, I'd 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 hang up the gloves. I've achieved more than anyone can dream of, really. So I'm well happy with what I've done, but I still feel I can do more. And I think if I was to hang up the gloves now, and then 6 months down the line, 7 months or a year down the line, gone, I could have got more. I could have got more. That would really, really get on my tits.
Hmm.
That would really, really get on my nerves and really grind me because I could have got more out of myself. I could have done a little bit more. That would annoy me. Whereas now I'm giving it my best shot. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At least I can say I give it a bash, you know. But this is the reason why I'm doing it. I still believe I can become a two-weight world champion.
Well, you're not messing about at welterweight because Ekow Essuman is a serious fighter, and you know that firsthand. You've done rounds with him before, but he's come on a lot recently, Ekow, and he's a ferocious fighter.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's a great fight, and it's a tough fight. You know, and it's a fight that it gives you the kind of a little bit of fear factor here. I need to be on it now. I need to be on this one. So yeah, looking forward to getting stuck in amongst the challenge, mate.
Whatever happens in this, whether it goes early, whether it goes late, whether it goes a distance, because of the way you fight, because of the way he fights as well, I can't see this not being a barn burner for how long it lasts.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be an exciting fight. As you say, um, he's never really in a boring fight. He's always brings the action. I'm always in a bloody fight, good fight as well. You know, I'm always in a action-packed fight, so it's got the ingredients to be, like you say, become a barnstormer. You know, it's got the ingredients for us to be put in a phone box and have a fight. You know, so it's got the makings to having a great fight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
In his recent fights, as I said, he's shown ferociousness, a great engine. He is known as the engine. He is vulnerable, though. He does get tagged. He comes forward. Do you think you can really exploit him in some areas, Josh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've watched his fights and I've watched a few of his fights. Obviously doing my studying and my homework on him, and yeah, there is a lot of um gaps and holes that I see that I can exploit. So it's up to me to get in there and do it and prove it though. So yeah, I do feel that, like you say, he makes a little bit, a few mistakes here and there. So I feel that I can capitalize on it.
Do you think we're actually still yet to see the best of Josh Taylor?
We could say that, yeah, because I still feel like I haven't reached my full potential. I still like. I know that sounds daft, but I still feel that I can get more out of myself.
How
Which is,
old were you
and
when you
that's
went
why.
on that run at 140? How old were you?
Uh, God, I think it was 29, I think 29 or 30,
Hmm.
29 or 30. So it was about 4 years ago, wasn't it? It was. I think it was 2021. Was it
Yeah, like
2021?
Aaron Chich, Pro Grey, that sort of that run you were
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I was 29, 30 year old, you know, so it's like 4 years ago now, but I've been looking after myself and looking after my body. So yeah, it's not an issue. I'm older and wiser.
Well, you sound extremely infused. I said 2.0, Josh Taylor. You just look excited even talking about May 24th.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get going, you know. It's like all the pressure and expectation and everything that goes along with that, and all the shit that I've had as well, that's all gone and done and behind me now. So now it's like a fresh a fresh start, you know, a clean slate. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it, mate. Enjoying it.
Do you feel the pressure a bit though? Because at this stage of your career, not that losing comes into your mind, but if it doesn't go your way against Esserman, it's going to be a long way back for you, Josh. Do you feel that pressure of a must win it?
Well, it's a must win, but I am going to win. So there's absolutely no doubts in my mind that I don't win this fight, unless, well, obviously, touch wood, that he does the unthinkable and catches me a great shot and stops me or knocks me out. You know, I can't see him beating me. I cannot, no matter what way I envision this fight going, I can't see him beating me unless the inevitable happens and he catches me right on the chin or right on the button or and knocks me out. I just can't see him beating me. So,
Besides that
and that's the
incredible,
confidence that I have.
sorry, but besides that incredible engine that he does have, Josh, what else does Echo have to his game?
He's got boxing nuances. He's got little nuances that I know he has. He's got little tricks in the way he moves and stuff. So yeah, I know he's got a good few tricks that I'm expecting to for a show and what I'm kind of preparing for. So yeah, I think it's got the makings of him walking onto a good few shots.
Okay. If and in your opinion, when you get this job done on May 24th, you said you want to become a two-weight world champion. Look, we've seen Ennis put in an incredible performance against Stanionis this past weekend. There could be that. There is also the option of Conor Benn if he beats
Yeah,
Eubank
yeah.
Jr. I know that won't be for a world title, Josh, but that's a big payday, a
The
big
big
British
fight,
match.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one that gets the juices flowing as well. You know, it's a big fight, big payday. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So are those avenues, the Boots fight, the Ben fight, that's what is on the line here for you after this fight?
That's the ambitions. You know, that's the ambitions is the longer term goals is to become a two-weight world champion. But I've got to get past this guy on 4 weeks' time. He's standing in the road, and I need to make sure I kick him out of the way.
Absolutely. As I said, it's an unbelievable fight, an all-action fight. I've heard tickets are really going well for this in Glasgow as well, Josh.
Yeah, yeah, going well. Yeah, really well. Almost done already.
He is
So
going to
yeah,
be
going
walking
really
into
well.
the lines then, right?
Yeah, he is, but I believe he'll be bringing people up with him as well. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a good experience. It'll be a good atmosphere for him to come into.
Okay, cool. Josh, just before we close off, away from yourself, there is a big fight this weekend, a rematch, surrounding a lot of controversy as well. You're going to be tuning into Cameron Whittaker, and who are you going for?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm on I'm on Cameron's side. To be honest, you know, it's how how can you be after all that controversy and all that the way Ben hasn't done himself any favors the way he's carried himself after it. He's doubling down on it, which is you can understand it. But it's just the way it is, you know. But you can't not like Liam Cameron, you know, his personality, what he's been through in life, and his personal story, boxing and things like that. You can't not like him. So I'll be rooting for Liam Cameron on that fight. I think you know he's won me over.
From what you saw in the first fight, do you actually, aside from your liking of Liam, do you actually think genuinely he'll win the fight as well?
I thought he was winning the fight. I thought he was actually winning the fight, and I thought that Whittaker looked like he was starting to blow and starting to wilt a little bit and getting caught with shots and wasn't able to deal with the pressure. Yeah, I think he was. I think he was starting to sort of go a little bit, you know, and I think that was a perfect opportunity. I'm blaming the foot and all that kind of stuff. Um, getting wheelchaired out and all that, you know, it was mad. But I think that what's his name, Liam Cameron he was getting to him. He was starting to get on top of that fight. Um, maybe that maybe that part of that is that Whittaker maybe looked past them, never took him seriously, never prepared, made that mistake, and then it ended up being a tough night. So he might be better prepared this time, more mentally prepared and more tuned in and taking it seriously this time. We might see a better performance from him now. You know, we might get to see his real talent coming out and maybe stopping Liam. You never know, but Liam's a tough cookie. So it's going to be an exciting fight. So it's going to be an exciting fight.
Well, we still don't know if it's 12 rounds or 10 rounds. Have you been keeping up with that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. So
Madness.
we'll see what happens.
Craziness. Josh, listen, appreciate your time. I'll see you up in Glasgow for a huge fight week. Land of the Brave, as I said, May 24th. Tickets are still on sale. It's Taylor v. Essuman, and it's going to be a war up in Glasgow. I'll see you then, my man.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.
Queensbury,
The biggest fights,
and the biggest nights.
home of champions.
The home of knockouts.
There's no way back from this.
The home of the future.
And this is
The
it.
global home of boxing.
Queensbury, exclusively on design.